Peace, family. What was it, November 5th, 2024? When we had a choice to decide who we wanted to be president of the United States? Kamala Harris or Donald Trump? Now here we are now, Valentine's Day. The decision has been made. How many of you support your decision? How many of you question it? And more importantly, how many of you literally regret the choice that you made? You know, the thing is, the decision is made, there's nothing you can do about it. You know, I hear pastors, people saying, you know, black people, we've been through worse. We can survive 4 years of Donald Trump's presidency. But if the first month of this man's administration is any indication what the next 4 years is going to be like, I'm having serious doubts that we'll be able to. This man is a complete wreck as a president, as a leader, as a motivator. He's nothing that your children can look up to and be inspired by. Nothing. But for some reason, the people still voted for him. And I asked myself, where is Kamala Harris? Based on what this man has done and said in his first 30 days of his administration, who's ever counseling her after she done got out of her feelings behind this loss, because I was in an emotional state behind her loss. Somebody should have encouraged her to do a podcast. And I would have named it Kamala Harris, Still Here for the People. The first 100 days of Donald Trump's administration. And the reason for that is this. Part of the reason why they say Kamala Harris lost the election is because when they asked her what was she had done as president of the United States that Joe Biden did not do, or in his position. And she basically said that she would have done everything that Joe Biden did, and there was no separation from the two. Joe Biden's so-called failed economy, she wouldn't have did anything different. And that was the deciding factor what made people go to Donald Trump. Well, here we are 1 month into Donald Trump's presidency. I would have had that podcast set up, and I would have asked every day of this first 100 days of Donald Trump's era, what would you have done? We see the cost of eggs is skyrocketing, and he has done nothing to address it. You could have asked her in your first 100 days, would you had chose to go to economic war with Canada and Mexico? Would you have threatened to take Canada as the 51st state of the United States? Would you have threatened to take Greenland from the people of Denmark? Would you have threatened to take the Panama Canal from the Panamanian people? Where on your agenda would it fall into to change the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America? When has it been so important that you need an executive order to stop using paper straws because you claim they explode and you're going to go back to plastic? Every decision, every choice, every accusation Donald Trump had made, there'd have been a podcast dedicated to responding to that. That's either going to keep us on this same path or it's going to offer an alternative. And I can't think of anybody that voted for Donald Trump, especially after this episode of him and Elon Musk in the Oval Office. I can't think of anybody that voted for Donald Trump, had they had the opportunity right now to cast that vote again, they would do it the same way. You either going to be confirmed by Donald Trump's actions and behaviors, you're either going to question your decision, or you're going to regret it. Kamala Harris still here for the people. The first 100 days of Donald Trump's administration, that has a nice ring to it. Somebody need to get this to her, because the only thing that I can see to help get black people through this is when hundreds of thousands, millions of people start to watch this podcast. And you put a vote, a tally, a poll on there. Do you support your decision? Do you question it? Or do you regret it, having Donald Trump as your president of the United States? And watch the number. That can put pressure on this guy. And then when you head into the midterms, you can have real data to support. Don't even get me started. But yeah, somebody needs to get this to Kamala Harris real quick, and because there's no way this guy, he's not fit to be off. He's not even fit to run his own company. That's the only reason why he the president of it, because he bought it himself. Ain't nobody would ever put this fool in the position that he's in. Only these dumb Trump supporters would do that. It's